Good afternoon, dear subscribers and our guests. What can you most often see on the windowsills in the homes of elderly people? I think it's aloe, a houseplant. But why, you ask? Because these people know all about its healing properties. It's easy to care for, grows very quickly, and has no strong smell. A brief description of its appearance. It's a plant with thick, smooth, fleshy leaves shaped like a saber, filled inside with a gel-like pulp. It stores a large amount of water, which is why it grows so big. Indoors, it can reach a height of 1 meter. And in the wild, it can grow up to about 5 meters. How about that? There are 500 species of this plant growing around the world. The most popular ones are aloe vera and tree aloe. For home use, people mainly choose varieties with medicinal properties. There are no more than 10 such species. So what makes it so unique? Aloe has an incredibly wide range of uses and applications. These include wound healing, use as an antiseptic, treatment of the respiratory and digestive systems, treatment of skin conditions, immune system support, and much, much more. It's generally harmless, even for people with various forms of allergies, though there are some contraindications. Long-term internal use can lead to diarrhea and other digestive issues, as it acts as a laxative. In addition, the plant is contraindicated for pregnant women and people with urinary system conditions. The plant contains vitamins C, E, A, B12, amino acids, folic acid, fatty acids, minerals, protein, and other beneficial substances. The older the aloe plant, the richer its composition. Using it for medicinal purposes. For medicinal purposes, fresh juice and leaf pulp are mainly used. There are countless recipes for tinctures, concentrates, compresses, ointments, and so on. The most important thing is to follow the timings, proportions, and preparation methods carefully. The juice is very often used as a painkiller by rubbing it onto a bruised or injured area. It's an excellent anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial agent for cuts, burns, ulcers, dermatitis, as well as conditions of the mouth and ENT organs. At the same time, it normalizes cellular metabolism, speeds up the healing process, and relieves burning sensations and itching. In gynecology, aloe also finds its use, acting as a moisturizing and bactericidal agent. Aloe is effective for preventing inflammation, healing cracks, and moisturizing the vaginal mucosa. It is part of many preparations used to treat the female reproductive system. In addition, it is used in the treatment of cancer and for restoring reproductive function. It is also used in cosmetology. The main property of the plant's juice is moisturizing. That is precisely why it has found its place in the world of cosmetology. The antioxidants in its composition help the skin regenerate, reduce inflammation, and relieve discomfort. While vitamins and minerals protect the skin from the negative effects of external factors. Scrubs, masks. balms and creams, they have virtually no contraindications. Its composition contains a whole array of nourishing and rejuvenating ingredients. They suit all skin types, improve firmness and elasticity, and restore the skin's tone. Aloe-based masks are made for the face and neck, and the extract is found in shampoos, creams, gels, scrubs, and balms. Its active ingredients make hair healthy, help fight dandruff, and soothe irritation and inflammation. All in all, aloe is a truly universal and miraculous remedy that is widely used in medicine and cosmetology. Thanks to its composition, it can replace a home medicine cabinet and even serve as an alternative to anti-aging cosmetics. And that's all for today, but as always, there's more to come. Stay with us.